I put it through streets. Streets.
So he's got another one coming right now for 300. We're going to try and keep track of those.
Good evening, everybody.
They're easy to keep track.
This is a meeting of the Tinton Falls Borough Council being held July 7th, 2026. The meeting is hereby called to order. Would the clerk please read the open public meeting statement?
Pursuant to Section 5 of the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by posting on the Borough of Tinton Falls official website in the municipal building at least 48 hours prior to the meeting and filing with the Borough Clerk all on November 10, 2025.
Thank you. May I ask the clerk to call the roll?
Mr. Alessi?
Here.
Ms. Buckley? Here. Mr. Neese? Mr. Parikh?
Here.
Mr. Nessie?
Here. At this time, I'd like to invite everyone to join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There is one set of meeting minutes for approval this evening. May I have a motion to approve the May 19th, 2026 regular session meeting minutes?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Alessi. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Buckley. May I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Alessi?
Yes.
Ms. Buckley?
Yes.
Mr. Parikh?
Yes.
Mr. Nessie?
Yes. At this time, I would like to invite Mayor Clay for the presentation of tonight's certificates of recognition.
All right, well, we have a big night here tonight, and I'm so happy to see so many of our youngest residents here with us. That's super special. The first recognition is for Tinton Falls Little League. We have two teams that we're going to be honoring today. We have first up, the River Dogs, champions. The River Dogs are champions of the Hybrid 8 division. They've demonstrated tremendous sportsmanship, determination, and growth. They represented their team and our community with pride, building strong bonds and memories that will last far beyond the season. The second team that we'll be bringing up, but also super important, are the Red Wings. The Red Wings are winners of the Minors division. They completed an impressive 14-1 season. Their success was marked by resilience, teamwork, and consistent contributions from every player. We also extend our appreciation to the managers and coaches of both teams, who I'll have up here in 1 second, whose leadership, commitment, mentorship, and guidance were instrumental in players' development and success. On behalf of myself and the Borough Council, we congratulate the River Dogs and the Red Wings on their remarkable achievements, and we thank their coaching staff and their families for their dedication to our community's young athletes. Okay, so first, if the River Dog coaches could come up. also have certificates for you guys. Coach Queso, Coach Kramer. I definitely can't do both, so. Okay, thank you. Coach Conlos, or Contos, I'm sorry, and the manager, Mr. McKee. All right, boys, when we call your name, if you could come up and stand with the coaches, and we'll line up, and at the end, we'll have a chance for all your folks to take pictures. Okay? Okay, so first, I have Braden McKenna. Colton Queso. Colton Mezchase. Jackson Down. James Kramer. JC Bonito. Joseph Cantos. Lucas Collins. Lucas McGee. Matthew Price. Rowan Eklund. And last but certainly not least, Tyler Mercia. Do you guys want to come up and take a picture? Maybe we can get boys to come in. Boys, come over this way.
That's a good idea.
Thank you guys.
Right, you guys ready for the next? All right, now the Red Wings. And if I could get the coaches, Coach Palm, Coach Aline, and Coach Little. Okay, Austin Little. Cabin Little. Grayson Baum. Connor Ha. Jack Atkinson. James Helene. Jude McFillan. Logan Dorr. Mason Castana. Mason Corder. Owen Half. Timothy Rich. I have a special request for Chief DeLucia, a former Red Wing, to come up and take a picture.
I have a Red Wing at heart. I have a Red Wing.
You guys want to get together right in the middle here? Right in front of your coaches? Ready? Woo! Get ready!
Hopefully he's responsible.
Before we resume this evening with next on our agenda, we're going to take a quick 2-minute break to let the baseball players skedaddle out of here. So, so we'll resume in 2 minutes. We will now resume tonight's meeting. I would like to invite Chief DeLucia to the dais to announce the oaths of office for the Borough of Tinton Falls.
We have it.
Oh,
Sorry.
no. Thank you, Mayor Clay. You can continue.
Okay, thank you. The second recognition that we have this evening, and I apologize for the delay, I just didn't think all the little boys would appreciate the seriousness of these next two events. So I thought it best if we let them exit. I'd like to invite up to the dais Stacy Schiller. Tonight, we are proud to recognize Stacy Schiller, a dedicated educator with more than 30 years of experience. She holds a master's degree in teaching from the University of Virginia and in social justice education from the University of Massachusetts, Amherst. Stacy has spent her career teaching about the Holocaust and social justice, creating workshops for students and educators on topics such as racism, heterosexism, and genocide. She currently teaches U.S. history, AP seminar, and Holocaust and genocide studies at Raritan High School, where she was named the 2018 Educator of the Year. And I'm fairly certain if there were repeats, she would have gotten it again. Beyond the classroom, Stacy is a longtime volunteer and now a board member at Change, the Center for Holocaust, Human Rights, and Genocide Education. She also serves as design team ambassador with the NJEA Consortium and works with SURJ, Showing Up for Racial Justice. Stacy has been a proud resident of Tinton Falls for over 25 years, and her commitment to education and human rights has enriched our community in countless ways. On behalf of myself and the Borough Council, we are grateful to honor her outstanding contributions to our community of Tinton Falls.
Mike, no, step on the side. Thank you.
I'd now like to bring back Chief DeLucia.
All right, good evening, everybody. Tonight, like I'm going to open up like I always do. It's a great night in Tinton Falls. Anytime we promote an officer, this officer is ready, if that's to say the least. He's been ready for months. From telling me every day he was ready to be a lieutenant. But I can't say enough good things about Chris. Chris got hired here in 2008. We spent a lot of the guys, older guys in the room, spent a lot of time with Chris. Chris is a dedicated employee. Spent majority of his career in patrol. Got the opportunity to take on K-9. He was probably one of the best in Monmouth County, not even the state in K-9. He's dedicated. He's not a cut corner guy, if you know what that means. Like, he's never looking to leave early or leave until everything is done. He'll stay extra, making sure the squad coming on is prepared and his squad is prepared. Sometimes I see his car in this parking lot every day. I don't think the guy goes home ever. So Morgan and the boys, sorry about that. Chris loves his job a lot, and he loves it. But Chris, like I said, very well deserving. Funny conversation we had probably about 6 months ago, I want to say. I was telling him, and we were giving him some more responsibilities because he's doing a great job being a sergeant and leading the squad. I said, Chris, you're you're wearing a lot of hats here. It's good, you're a dedicated player. I want to thank you. And he looked at me as, I'm a pillar here, Chief. I'm a pillar. So that's like his new nickname now. He's a pillar of our Tinton Falls Police Department. Well deserved, like I said. Chris, Mr. Pillar, why don't you come up here and be sworn in as the next lieutenant?
Ready? Please repeat after me. I, Christopher Whalen,
I, Christopher Whalen,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of lieutenant
in the office of lieutenant
in the Tinton Falls Police Department
in Tinton Falls Police Department
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. I need your signatures. And I think you want this. You guys so proud. So cool, right?
Thank you.
Come on, come on.
Before I turn it back over to Council President Nessie, I just want to also, this would not be possible without Mayor Clay and me and Cavalier's approval, as well as the council and the borough administration. So I just wanted to thank them. Want to thank the officers in the back, Jen and Elger, always here to support our guys. The officers in the back always there to support anybody who's getting hired and promoted here. We really do have a great police department. We're all a team here. I really do. It makes my job a lot easier. I want to thank everyone here for allowing this promotion to take place. Council President?
Before proceeding to the next agenda items, we're going to take a short 3-minute break. Anyone wishing to leave may do so at this time. We will now resume with the next item on the agenda, the presentation of the Tinton Falls Environmental Commission. I would like to invite Ellen Goldberg to present the annual report.
Good evening. Do I need this?
For recording, yes.
Okay. Good evening. Ellen Goldberg, Chairperson for the Environmental Commission of Tinton Falls. This was not supposed to be a presentation done by me. Unfortunately, the gentleman who is on our commission, Steve Sermon, who wrote the report, I would like to give him the credit, is ill. So he wasn't able to make it, so of course, I told him I would step in. So thank you, everyone, for being here to be a part of this report. I want to thank all of those who volunteer to be on the Environmental Commission. As of the end of 2025, it was myself, John Cohen, Frank DeVita, Barbara Kohlberg, Bob Markoff, Bryn Masello, and Steve Sermon, with our alternates being Michelle Simon and Tatiana Pinto-Swenda. Most of the information in the next couple lines are self-explanatory. Most of our meetings are held on the fourth Thursday of each month. They are in person and online. We meet at the Crawford House, and minutes are taken and approved for each meeting. We have multiple people on our commission that are also involved in other committees and commissions. We have a member on the Tinton Falls Planning Board. We have many members on the Green Team, Fort Monmouth, the ESAC, FEMERA, New Jersey Composting Council, and Community Gardens, and the Shade Tree Commission. Some of the things that members have attended in 2025 were webinars and trainings throughout the year hosted by ANJAC. For any of you who don't know, that's the Association of New Jersey Environmental Commissions. We've had presentations conducted by the Environmental Partnership Group, consisting of members from various environmental commissions of surrounding towns. That's very interesting because we get to meet with other environmental commissions and share what things that we're doing. We also have been involved with Monmouth Sustainable Jersey Hub, Little Silver Women's Club meetings, and that was hosted by the Little Silver Environmental Commission. We've had an in-person session of fundamentals for effective environmental commissions, and that was held on Saturday, May 3rd of 2025. I don't know why this is not rolling. What did I do? Okay, thank you. We also were involved with a community clothing swap in Bradley Beach, and that was to promote the reuse of clothing instead of disposing of used clothes in the landfill. Several of the things that we voted on and we're still working on with the council by the end of the year was the bottle bill, skip the stuff ordinance, construction dust ordinance, and the Plastic Packaging Reduction Act. Several of those things are being looked at statewide, and as of this date, the skip the stuff ordinance was passed by the council and also by the state of New Jersey. Some of us wrote letters to state officials, and we've gotten involved in things like the Action Network, telling New Jersey legislators and Governor Murphy no to dirty gas, yes to 100% truly clean energy. It's something that is still in the works. Do I need to press escape to be able to keep going with this? Because it's not rolling. You have the magic touch. Several of us went to Trenton, and we attended the Beyond Plastics hearing where we were able to speak to the committee. And that was a very interesting something that, event that we attended. We've been involved in Rally for the Rivers, EcoFest, that's hosted by Clean Ocean Action in Rumson, and also by the Rumson Environmental Commission. I was there with several members of the Clean Ocean Action. Dan, I don't know why it's not working. Thanks. The person all the way over to the right, that's Brian Thompson, and he's on the Environmental Commission in Monmouth Beach. And you may recall that he came in to speak here last year about Skip the Stuff. We, as representatives, review several permit applications that are submitted by the Tinton Falls Planning Board. We review proposed plans for a paved basketball court, pickleball court at Moesk. And we reviewed freshwater wetlands permit application that was submitted by Dynamic Engineering for a proposed active adult townhouse community on Shark River Road. We reviewed draft pre-construction permit and construction of new source air permit associated with Monmouth Memorial Park, which is on Route 33. We reviewed an application for a letter of interpretation line verification submitted by Ecol Sciences Incorporated on behalf of Stavola. And those are the blocks. We reviewed an application for letter of interpretation line verification for the Carney Farm, Tinton Falls. We listened to or reviewed the following public comments that were considered environmental in nature. There was a couple that came in and they were complaining about noise that was coming from the Tinton Falls Middle School HVAC system, and ultimately the noise was addressed by the school board and it was taken care of, and that couple has not been back to complain, nor have I gotten an email from them, which I have been getting multiple. So I'm hopeful that that was resolved. And then there was a complaint from the community associated with invasive species, specifically bamboo, that was spreading into neighboring properties. The bamboo is originating from Hyde Park community. As far as I know, that's still an issue, but it wasn't something that we as the Environmental Commission could do anything about. I think it was on private property. Tracy, if you have any recollection of that. Yeah, it was, I believe it was in a community. Tinton Falls also coordinated with the Tinton Falls DPW for the Green Fair Earth Day Festival that was held on April 26th. I believe it was our only dry earth festival that we had in the last 4 years. Oh, there we go. Okay. Nope. Keep going. These are just some of the pictures from the festival. It was very successful, very well attended. Thank you. We also were members that attended the Tinton Falls Community Day, the 75th anniversary, and we set up our tent. We have our biggest outreach, I guess, at this point is our ERI that we're working on, and that's the Environmental Resource Inventory, which we are very, very proud of at this point. But at the time, it was just, we wanted to enlighten the community and let people understand what it was and how important it is and why we're doing it. Not to mention the fact that we got a really nice grant for most of it, and it's also been an absolute pleasure working with Debbie Kratzer, who is putting together the ERI for us, and she's been doing a fantastic job. More pictures of our wonderful team. We collaborated with the Environmental Club at Monmouth Regional High School, and we did a couple of cleanups, and we also have been encouraging people to get involved in the Trex Challenge, and that is where the plastic bags are recycled, and you bring it to the high school, drop it off, and they are able to send it in, and in return, they get a Trex bench for every, I believe it's 1,000 pounds that they collect. So for anyone in the community who does not know that, you can take your clean plastic bags to the high school, and they will accept them at the front entrance of the building. And if you can't get there, I know that DPW also collects plastic bags as well. Several of initiatives that we would like to have done and we're still working on is a rain barrel workshop. The community garden, we did collaborate with community garden members, several of the EC members, to enhance the garden. One of the things that we had done in the past was we had one of those Trex benches dedicated to one of our members who had passed away, Bob Sandberg. So several of the other things we did at Community Day, the importance of recycling. MAZA Recycling participated in that. Importance of bees and pollination. The Green Team also did the vegan diet and how important it is to the environment. And we are also trying to get the public to realize how important it is to pick up after your dog, and especially not to put the bags into the sewer system, and get them to understand where that goes if they do that. So this is the ERI that I mentioned earlier. With support from Mayor Risa Clay, the TFEC applied for and received the $20,000 grant from Sustainable New Jersey for the preparation of an environmental resource inventory. The ERI information session conducted for the public on February 8th was at the Crawford House. We formed the ERI team and received competitive bids from consultants. Thank you. Deep thanks goes to Barbara Kohlberg, who has worked endless amount of hours on this, and Tatiana Pinto-Swenda, who also has a tremendous background, and she has been working extremely hard. And to round out the team is myself, Steve Sermon, and Tracy Buckley, who also deserves a great deal of thanks for being involved. So we awarded the ERI work to Kratzer Environmental, sent the ERI survey to the public, and that was out on our webpage. And then we prepared for the ERI to get started. At this point, we are well beyond that. We had 2 cleanups that were connected with DPW. One was on May 18th, and it was Hockhocks Park. The other was October 18th on Pinebrook Triangle. Volunteer hours, Steve put this together. It was amazing. He said there was an estimated 400 work hours that were performed by the TFEC volunteers in 2025. I was very impressed by that number associated with activities described in the report. Our goals for 2026: to enhance community garden, to conduct the Rain Barrel Workshop, participate in Earth Day Festival and Community Day, finalize the ERI, and present the ERI to the Tinton Falls Council and Planning Board. And that's it. Thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate your attention.
Thank you very much. Before moving on to reports, we are required to hold a public hearing on the submission of the Monmouth County Open Space Grant Program, Walls Park, application. I would like to turn over the floor to our Borough Engineer, Tom Neff, to discuss the details.
Thank you, Council President. As you indicated, this is the public hearing for the Monmouth County Municipal Park Improvement Grant Program. I'll give an overview of the grant process, what we're thinking about doing, and then would ask you to open it up to the public for any comments. So this is an annual grant through the Monmouth County Park System. A few years ago, they did authorize an increase to the grant awards. As of now, the commissioners allocate $6 million from the County Open Space Trust Fund each year for potential park improvement grants. They do separate this now from the open space acquisitions, so it is $6 million just for park improvements. And as of about 2 years ago, I think it was, the maximum grant award went from $200,000 for improvements to $500,000 now. It is a 50% matching grant, so any grant award that we get will be matched by borough funds, which typically comes out of the Borough Open Space Trust Fund. The applications can be for development of new park facilities or renovation of existing parks, but when they review these, because it is competitive, it's not like the DOT grants, which have gotten a little easier over the years. This still is a competitive grant. They typically favor new development over maintenance or rehab type projects. In recent years, before they increased the funding, we had gotten $195,000 for the Wardell Park restroom building, which is now open, $127,000 for the Liberty Park Dog Park, $200,000 for Wardell Park improvements, which was the large pickleball, tennis, basketball court project, and $250,000 for the Walls property acquisition. Most recently, in 2024, we applied for a grant for improvements to Walls Park, and we were awarded $475,000 for that project. Since that time, we've been working with our consultants to finalize the design of that project and work with DEP on what is required for permitting, because there are a lot of wetlands out there and flood hazard area. And during that process, we haven't had great luck with DEP. We have not gotten the exemptions that we believe we are entitled to, and they're really hitting us with a lot of stormwater requirements. All the new regulations are extremely expensive. We knew we'd have to do some, but this is just much more than anyone ever expected. So the budget originally was about 1.9 million, and it's now approaching $3 million. So, you know, we're really looking to go back for some additional funding, because since this property was purchased, you know, we focused our funds on the other parks that we have. We've really done a lot of works on our existing parks, so that's kind of where our money has went. And we're hoping to get this project started sooner, but with some of the issues we've had with DEP, we've just had to wait a little bit. But we are right there, we think, with DEP. We know what we have to do, and we should be getting those permits in this summer to DEP. So after some discussions with borough officials and some council members, we do want to submit to the county for this project again. We're looking to phase it. So not the construction, we would still build it all at one time, but we would split the funding for it into 2 phases. So phase 1 would consist of the parking lot, restroom building, utility extensions, playground, landscaping, lighting, and stormwater facilities associated with those improvements. And then for this phase 2 grant that we want to submit for, that would be for the actual multi-use trail. It's going to be a material that's kind of a mix of the recycled rubber that you see at the playgrounds, mixed with some more natural stone to give it a little more natural look and feel to it. And then we would also be doing the fishing platform at the pond as part of phase 2 funding. So the total cost for phase 2 is estimated to be about $1,267,050. The maximum grant award is $500,000, so that's what we would be requesting. If council is in support, I would finalize the application. It's due in a couple days, but it's all done with the exception of tonight's business. In consent agenda, we do have a resolution of support and approval for the grant application. And then we'll get that submitted, and the county typically announces the grant award sometime in December or so, which kind of coincides with our schedule. We're hoping to get our permits approved at the end of the year and go out to bid first thing in the spring. So that's all I have. If council has any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, we could open it up to the public.
Does council have any questions right now for Mr. Neff?
Or comments, if you're in support of the application, please say so.
Yes,
Yes.
I can speak on myself that I support the application, yes.
Thank you.
Can I have a motion to open the public hearing?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Parikh. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Buckley. All in favor?
Aye.
Just a reminder that the comments for this portion of the meeting will be held to be limited to 3 minutes and must pertain only to the topic of the community development grant application. Is there anyone from the public that would like to comment on this application? Oh. I think we have approval. Do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion.
Thank you, Ms. Buckley. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Alessi. All in favor?
Aye.
We will now resume the meeting with reports, beginning with Mr. Neff. Do you have anything else to add this evening?
Yeah, just one other item on the consent agenda. Speaking of grants, we do also have a grant application for New Jersey Department of Transportation. We will be submitting for the Green Grove Road improvements. We looked at different roads in town. Typically, we try to do some of the higher traffic roads. They get a little better funding, we believe. We've gotten a lot of complaints about Green Grove Road. I reached out to Ocean Township because they are responsible for the northbound half to see if we could coordinate something. Turns out they are already planning to pave it soon, so we didn't hear back, but we don't want to be too far behind them. So we are planning to submit for Green Grove Road, the full stretch from Wayside down to Asbury. My guess is we would only get funding, not quite for all of it, so we'd probably submit for another round also, similar as we did for Rutgers Drive last time. Then otherwise, the current road program, I believe they should be looking to finish paving West Park Ave tomorrow. They had some delays just with the weather. After that, they'll be moving on to Silvercrest Drive area. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Neff. Our CFO, Mr. Fallon.
Yeah, thank you, Council President. I just have a quick update on the generation of property tax bills for this year, which I'm sure most of you are waiting for, excited to get, but no. The state finally adopted their budget last year, so now we can move forward with the generation of property tax bills for the third and fourth quarter of 2026 and the first and second quarter of 2027. The state first has to certify the levy, our levy, to the county. The county also has the levies from the school boards as well as the fire districts and their own levies. So once they get the certification from the state, they can then certify to our collector the overall general tax rate. Take her about a week to generate tax bills and get them ready to mail. So you could expect to start receiving your tax bill probably next week at some point. So just wanted all of you to know that, just in case, you know, your constituents come to you after they get their tax bill.
Just send them to you.
Yeah, send them to us. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fallon. Our Business Administrator, Mr. Camilleri.
Thank you, Council President. I just want to address one problem that we had in town with the overweight vehicles on Hope Road. Our police departments are doing a great job handling that. Just some stats that I thought were pretty impressive. Between January 1st and June 17th, they did 295 motor vehicle stops just on Hope Road alone. And they've also conducted 178 directed patrols. And what directed patrols are is they're actually specifically going out there looking for violations. And if they're not there, they're not doing anything, but they're proactively looking for those violations. Additionally, they began working directly with the State Police Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Unit. And with them, the State Police was able to conduct 37 commercial motor vehicle inspections that resulted in 105 violations. They placed 13 drivers out of service and 8 of the commercial vehicles out of service. They've also issued a number of summonses in reference to that. So we've gotten a lot of compliments from residents in that area that the traffic that's way above weight has been down, and I want to thank the state police and the Tinton Falls Police Department for taking care of that for us. Additionally, there was some complaints about overweight trucks on Hamilton Road between Stavro Lane and Squonkam Road. There were some missing signs. We replaced that, so they're going to be able to start enforcing it over there as well. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Camilleri. Mayor Clay?
Thank you, Council President. Before I do my report, I would just like to thank Ms. Kohlberg and the Tinton Falls Environmental Commission for their work on the report. So thank you for that. Okay, let's see. Since we met last on June 17th, Mr. Camilleri and I attended the MedStar ribbon cutting at the old firehouse over by Fort Monmouth, and a number of us attended 8th grade graduation that night. Several of us went to a ribbon cutting at the new old Focal House, and that was a lot of fun. And on the 23rd, Mr. Camilleri and I attended an event that Netflix held for their tradespeople. It was a giant barbecue to thank all the men and women that have been doing all the building all through the winter and all still continually of the sound stages, and there are a lot of people. And also that evening, we attended the ARC Awards here in Tinton Falls, which was a pretty emotional night where we got to see some of what either the residents or the men and women that attend the ARC program, some of their accomplishments. It's pretty heart-wrenching. On the 25th, we also attended the 250 Gala at Bellworks, and that was quite the night. And on the 29th, we had the opportunity to interview a young woman named Julia Haber. Hopefully you guys have caught some of this on our socials, but she's a middle school student that plays with the high school band. And the reason that we found her is because we went to their jazz show, and I was like, she looks pretty young, and she was. And she had some very inspirational words to offer her peers about becoming involved in music. So if you haven't seen it, I would check it out. Pretty cool. On July 2nd, myself and Mr. Camilleri and Councilman Alessi attended the Earl swearing in of the new command. And that's also a pretty impressive event. I think it was 100 degrees, but it was very cool, especially in light of the 250 anniversary. Along those lines, on the 3rd, several of us attended an Independence Day Mama 250 event at Trouters Point. That was definitely 100 degrees, but it was fun. Something that hasn't been fun is the power outages and the storm cleanup that we've all had to contend with. I really want to give a shout out to our police department, who is super proactive in responding to calls and events. Public Works, Mr. Camilleri, Senator Gopal, and also Council President Nessie, who assisted me with some phone calls. We actually had 8,691 residences that lost power, and as of today, at 7 o'clock, we were down to 10. But that was no small task, and there were a number of phone calls that took place with mayors and JCP&L and other officials. And I just mention that because we are attempting to bring JCP&L here for a town hall to talk about having a better communication system, being more proactive with tree maintenance, and just their general response and their ability to communicate to us and to residents. And this is something that I heard consistently throughout the county and also Ocean County. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping that that happens very quickly. I want to give a special shout out to Sherry Eisel, Mary Willman, and Danny Kroll, who opened camp in a torrential downpour, an all-day downpour. And the kids had so much fun, they didn't even realize it was raining. But I know the adults certainly did. But camp is off to a wonderful start, and we're already getting great feedback from parents and kids alike. We had a community day meeting today. I hope people are getting excited about it. It's September 26th, and we have a very exciting day in store. And this year, in addition to nonprofits and sponsors, we've added a number of craft vendors. So if you know somebody who's a crafter that has a license, and a tax ID, and wants to participate, please send them our way. It's shaping up to be a very exciting event, and most of the planning is almost complete. So stay tuned for that. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Clay. Mr. Starkey, our Director of Law.
I have nothing for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Our Borough Clerk.
I have no report tonight, thank you.
Thank you very much. Moving on to council reports, beginning with Mr. Alessi.
Thank you, Council President. Just want to echo all the thanks, especially the Tinton Falls Environmental Commission. Congratulations to all the honorees tonight, and especially our police department, Officer Whalen. When the chief mentioned 2008, that means he's coming up on 20 years here, which is quite a feat and real dedication to the town. And I think it's our, like you said, it's a pillar of our town, actually. Our police force, they're very community oriented, they keep us safe, and they're just very important to us. So congratulations to Mr. Whalen. The planning board meeting that was scheduled for tomorrow evening has been canceled. So that's all I have. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you, Mr. Alessi. Ms. Buckley.
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to start by echoing my congrats to Police Department for being here, Mr. Whalen and the Chief. I know they've been at my community a couple times over the past year, so I always appreciate their presence and updates. Also like to thank the Environmental Commission. Ellen, thanks for jumping in and doing the presentation, and for all of your work and all the Environmental Commission members. As you can see from the annual report, which is a requirement, by the way, that we need to submit for ANJEC, so I appreciate you all paying attention. And I think it's really great to see all the behind-the-scenes activities that the commissions are doing, right, that aren't necessarily for everyone to see here. So I appreciate your efforts and your time on that. And with a hot advertisement for that, we're having an Environmental Commission movie night on Tuesday, July 14th at the Crawford House. All are welcome to attend. I think you do have a registration link just from a space perspective. But yeah, I know a couple of the council members are coming, so I appreciate that in advance. Look forward to that. We have a library board meeting this Thursday coming up. I also wanted to thank the mayor and everyone else involved in the power outages this weekend. I know I was texting you because I was without power, so really appreciate all the Herculean efforts. Now down to 10 homes is that's just crazy amazing, so I really appreciate that. I know I apologize to the 10 homes. I'm sure that that doesn't discount their discomfort, but I appreciate that. And then I did just want to give a quick update. We all received an update from Carrie, who's our trap, neuter, release program for the cats. She sometimes comes here and read it. We don't always, but I'm just going to take a snippet of it because this is something that we do sponsor, right? The Monmouth County SPCA, we have a contract with to do trap, neuter, release for the community cats or stray cats that are in our town. And Carrie, like, really does, she's kind of an unsung hero. Like, anybody knows there's any animal issue in town, she's on Facebook somehow within 5 minutes, or like calling somebody. She'll go out at 11 o'clock at night to take care of whatever type of an animal. It's really amazing, and she does it all out of, you know, the care for animals. So I do want to thank her for her services. And just so far this year, 21 cats were spayed and neutered, vaccinated, ear tip microchipped, and returned to the outdoor home communities, while 32 kittens were brought in and kept up for adoption. And that's the goal, right? Getting the cats off the streets and getting them adoptable out there. And not proliferating the community of stray animals. So I want to just give that update and thank the council for their continued support of the program. That's all for my update. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Buckley. Mr. Parikh?
Thank you, Council President. I want to start off by congratulating the baseball teams and the well-deserved promotion to Lieutenant Whalen. In terms of liaison updates, I attended 2 graduation ceremonies. On the 17th, I attended the 8th grade ceremony, as well as on the 25th, I attended the Monmouth Regional High School graduation ceremony. I wanted to thank the Board of Ed for both of those organizations for inviting me. It was a really memorable day, wonderful to be a part of it, and I want to wish the graduates all the best in their future. I also attended the trivia night on behalf of the 250th anniversary of the nation. The library did a fantastic job of hosting that at EMS North. We had a full house there that night. You know, lots of residents, including children of my own, had a great time. Lots of food and drinks. So it was nice to bring the community together and celebrate the anniversary and have some fun while we're doing it as well. I also wanted to congratulate the Tinton girls softball team, the 10U group, on their softball championship for District 19. So hats off to them, fantastic job, amazing efforts there, and look forward to hopefully recognizing them here at a future council meeting. September.
They're coming in September.
Great, so looking forward to seeing them here in September. I also attended the Trouters Point Parade. It was a very hot day, but it was fantastic to see that community come together, especially on such a hot day, and show their pride in the anniversary of our country. And we want to thank them for inviting us and sharing that day with us. I wanted to also remind everyone of an upcoming event at the Crawford House. They are hosting an old-fashioned ice cream social on August 8th from 2 to 4 p.m. So please log in to the website to get your tickets because they're in limited quantity. And then finally, I do want to offer my sincere condolences to our colleague, Councilman Lawrence Neese, on the passing of his mother, Carol Neese. Their family is a very large part of our community, and we want to we want to wish them the best, and our condolences in Miss Neese's passing. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Parikh, and thank you to everyone this evening with your reports. Moving on to ordinances. There is one ordinance on for introduction this evening. I'd like to remind the public that when an ordinance is introduced, there is no public discussion. The public discussion for the following ordinance will take place when it is up for final consideration. With that, may I ask the clerk to read the title of the ordinance?
2026-1549, an ordinance adopting a revision and codification of the ordinances of the Borough of Tinton Falls, County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey. The public hearing will be held August 11, 2026, or as soon thereafter as the matter can be reached on the agenda.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the introduction of this ordinance?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Parikh. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Alessi. May I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Alessi?
Yes.
Ms. Buckley?
Yes.
Mr. Parikh?
Yes.
Ms. Inessi?
Yes. Next, there are no ordinances for final consideration this evening. Moving on to public discussion. May I have a motion to open the public discussion?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Alessi. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Buckley. All in favor?
Aye.
Before we begin the public comment, I'd like to remind everyone that the procedures are outlined in the public comment section of the agenda. When you come up to speak, please clearly state your name and town for the clerk. You will have 3 minutes, and all remarks must remain respectful and follow the rules noted in the agenda. At this time, I would like to ask the clerk if any public comments were submitted prior to the meeting.
There were none.
Is there anyone this evening who would like to speak?
Hi, I know I'm a stranger. Ellen Goldberg, 90 Glenwood Drive. I'd like to reiterate what Councilperson Buckley said about next Tuesday, July 14th, being the Environmental Commission movie night. We are hosting a movie called The Plastic Detox, and it's on Netflix, and it's we are given broad permission to be able to show the movie anywhere because they are encouraging it so that people understand the plastic in our society and what kind of damage it's doing to us. So we are hosting this event. We have a cap at 40 because we are having it at the Crawford House, and we're about halfway there. So anyone who has not RSVP'd yet, please RSVP to environmental@tintonfalls.com. And we're looking forward to that event, and it is for ages 16 and up. That's what we're, roughly, because we're really trying to teach the high school and college students more about it, even than the adults, because they're going to be more affected by it than older people. So if any of you are interested in coming, please let me know, because like I said, our numbers are limited, and I will have a wait list if we do get above 40. I also wanted to thank once again Ms. Buckley for all of the time and energy and effort that she puts in for not only the Environmental Commission and all the meetings that we have, whether they be in person or on Zoom, but also we're both involved in the library, and I just want to say how much I appreciate all of your involvement with that. I had one more thing. I did not want to forget to mention that I know that I've brought it up to council multiple times, and I still want to encourage the passing of the resolutions and the ordinance that I've been talking about, the bottle bill, the plastic construction dust, and the Plastic Reduction Act. So I know that that's kind of, we're excited that the Skip the Stuff was passed, but I'm still trying to work on the other things as well. So I just want to keep that back, bring that back up again. So thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Ms. Goldberg. Any other comments this evening? Hearing none, may I have a motion to close the public discussion?
Motion?
Thank you, Ms. Buckley. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Parikh. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Does any member of council have anything else to add this evening? Now, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Are there any items any member of council would like to be removed to be voted upon separately? Hearing none, may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Alessi. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Buckley. May I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Alessi?
Yes.
Ms. Buckley?
Yes.
Mr. Parikh?
Yes.
Mr. Nessie?
Yes.
Motion carries.
This concludes today's business. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion?
Thank you, Ms. Buckley. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Parikh. All in favor?
Aye.
This meeting is now adjourned at 8:46. Thank you to all the attendees for your participation and orderly conduct this evening. Please exit the courtroom in an orderly manner.